Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you? How are you? Welcome for Therapy Talk Tuesday. I am Chantel Biddings, licensed clinical professional counselor. We're back for another Tuesday. It is Therapy Talk Tuesday. I'm so glad that you are joining us on today. I am excited to talk with you today about, are you coping or are you healing? Are you coping or are you healing? Are you coping or are you healing? So thank you to everyone that is joining on today. Come in, tell me where you're from, what's going on with you today, and let me know, are you coping or are you healing? What is going on with you on today? So I am Chantel Biddings, licensed clinical professional counselor here in the state of Illinois. And every Tuesday, if possible, if schedule permitting, I am coming to you for Therapy Talk Tuesday for us to chat about some issues that are pressing, some things that people just want to talk about. And so I'm excited for every opportunity that I get to talk to you. And I am glad that you are joining me on today. So let's chat, let's chat, let's chat. It is great to see everybody. It's great to see you here. Thank you for joining for Therapy Talk Tuesday. So let's get started. So the first question that we are asking today is, are you dealing with it or are you healing from it? Because there is a difference. There is a difference. When we are coping, we are just kind of dealing with situations as they come. We're dealing with our emotions, our reactions, and we are not necessarily dealing with the situations head on. We're not putting strategies in place. We're not changing our mindset. We are not changing our attitude. We're simply trying to handle it on the fly. And so that is a big difference. Handling on the fly rather than having strategies in place to deal with your emotions is very different. And your response is very different. How do we respond when we're handling things on the fly rather than having strategies in place, rather than having skills in place to manage our emotions, to manage how we're feeling? So, one example that I deal with a lot when I'm talking with clients is dealing with grief, right? So, a lot of times we don't have strategies in place. We don't have things positioned to help us manage our grief. Grief is unexpected. Sometimes it hits you. But if you are in treatment, if you have a therapist, then a lot of times you will have skills in place to help you to manage your emotions, to manage your reactions to situations. And so when we are healing, we are proactive rather than reactive. We are proactive rather than reactive. That means that we are already positioned to deal with what may come about. We are already positioned to deal with what may come in our lives. Yes, we cannot predict how life will treat us, the situations that we may encounter, but when you are proactive, you are already positioned to deal with your emotions. You already are positioned to deal with your feelings and what may arrive as you move forward. So, the first thing I want us to take into account is that we have to be proactive in our mental health. We have to be proactive in our mental health. That means that you have a therapist in place. That means that you are managing your emotions on a consistent basis. You are doing self care regularly. This is not a once in a year type of time that you go get a massage once a year and say, I'm practicing self care. No, that's not what it means. That is not what it means. It doesn't mean that you go and get a mani pedi once every 3 to 4 months. That is not proactive and regular self care. It means that day to day, you are taking the time to prioritize your mental health. On a day to day basis, you are taking the time to say, Today, I'm going to take 15 minutes in the morning and maybe 15 minutes at night to check in with me. What am I feeling? What am I thinking? What is weighing on me? What is pressing on me? What are the thoughts that keep invading my day to day processes? So you are regularly checking in with yourself to see how you are doing, to see how you are feeling, to see how you are managing the day to day. Because a lot of times people are just surviving their day to day. They're not thriving in it, just barely making it through. When you find yourself in a position where every day you wake up, you are tired, you are exhausted, you are not thriving in life. You are merely just surviving, and that is not where we want to be. That is not what we want to be doing. We want to be thriving in life. So, this is why we're checking in today. Because if you are a position in life where you feel like stuff just keeps hitting day after day, you keep taking hit after hit after hit, and you are not sure how you are managing it, if you are managing it, I am challenging you today to check in with yourself to see, am I coping or am I healing? A lot of times that means you have to take a step back and reevaluate your life, where you are today, what's going on with you, how you are feeling, how you are managing your life. Are you being proactive or reactive? And do you have skills set in place to manage the ups and downs of this life? The ups and downs of this life. So, yes, I talked about this earlier on a Facebook post, and I challenged you to rest, to pray, to drink your water, to go to therapy, to get a primary care physician and have your regular yearly physicals, to mind your business. Yes, these are all the ways that we begin to heal, right? That mind your business is some key for some people, right? Take care of yourself, worry about yourself, and stop worrying about everybody else and what they're doing. That is the key to most of us for healing. Because when you are able to take the 6 months to take care of your business and 6 months to leave everybody else's alone, that means you have skills in place. Amen. All right, y'all, some of y'all know where that came from. Take care of yourself. And so self-care is huge in healing. Self-care is huge in healing. If you are healing, that means that you have made yourself a priority. It doesn't mean that you are selfish. It doesn't mean that you don't care about everybody else, but it means that you have come to a place in life that you realize that if you are not well, you don't have anything to give. It means that you have realized that if you are empty, you don't have anything else to pour out. So I need you all to prioritize your self care so that you are able to heal. Again, we are asking, are you dealing with it or are you healing from it? And so oftentimes we are questioning, how do I deal with it? How do I begin the healing process? How do I begin the healing process? Because let's face it, it's not easy to do on your own. And we all need to be okay with asking for help. We need to be okay with asking for resources, for asking for support, because we are not on an island by ourselves. We need to be able to work together. Ask for help, lean on the support of your tribe, reach out for help when you need it. I need you to be able to do that. Reach out for help when you need it. So, where do I go to get the help? Where do I go to get support? Where do I go to reach out, raise my hand and say, it's me. I'm standing in the need of help and support. How do I do that? How do I go and get the help that I need? The first thing is I need you all to be okay with getting a therapist. It is okay for you to talk to someone. It is okay for you to be saved and go to therapy. It's okay for you to be sanctified and go to therapy. It's okay for you to love the Lord and go to therapy. We must, that's right, Dr. Hayes, remove the stigma from seeking help, even for our leaders. Leaders, if you are on this live on today, I need you to understand that all the pressures that you face in leadership are heavy. Heavy on your mind, heavy on your hearts, heavy on your family. And you, as a leader, need to lead the way and show the people that it is okay for you to talk to a therapist. It's okay for you to reach out for a counselor. I need you to go ahead and make that first call and get the support that you need. It's okay for you not to be okay, Dr. Hayes is saying. Yes, a lot of times in this life that we are facing, yeah, we are 2.5 years into a whole pandemic where we are dealing with the stressors of COVID, what that means, where there are people around us that are sick, that are in various states of panic, various states of wellness. They are not okay, and we are not okay if we really want to be real. A lot of times, people around us have lost person after person in our homes, in our families, our schools, our churches, our communities. We have experienced a lot of loss. And so it's okay if you're not okay. It's okay if you wake up and you're like, I don't know what I'm feeling, but I know it's not okay. I can't readily put my finger on that emotion, but I know I don't feel right. I don't feel like myself, and it's okay to reach out and get some support. You're right, Tasha. After these last 2 years, everybody needs to have a consistent source of therapy and help. Don't just go for one session, y'all. I've heard person after person tell me, I tried therapy for one time. What is that? That's the introductory session. That's when we're getting your basic demographics. That's not therapy, that's an intake. So go and be consistent in treatment. We need people to know that it is all right if you're struggling a little bit, because we all are. If we want to be real and honest, everyone has been in a space and a time in the last few years where you have felt like, what is this? What is going on? What is this world really about right now? Right? Everything is kind of up and down all over the place. And so I want to encourage you to be consistent in treatment. Go one time and go a second time and go a third time and go a fourth time. Yes, the therapist may not be a good fit for you, and that's okay. Find another one and keep going. Okay. Be consistent with therapy. I need you to show up and be consistent in therapy. It's important. It's important. We need to know that everyone is encountering stressors. Everyone has different issues that they are facing, and it's okay for you to reach out and get some help. And if you get nothing else from these Therapy Talk Tuesdays, understand that there are therapists out there that look like you, that believe like you believe, that face the same issues that you may be facing, and they are licensed and they are trained to help you manage life. A therapist is simply someone that comes alongside you, that has been trained, and that is able to help you navigate life, able to help you manage. and develop coping skills to be proactive in your mental wellness. So we want you to be well. We want you to be healed. We want you to be able to face these challenges in life and not feel not feel overwhelmed or alone. I made up a whole word, overwhelmed. So don't feel overwhelmed or alone because you have a therapist on your team that is able to help you manage life. That's just what it simply is about. Finding someone to help you navigate and be able to manage life. So I'm going to pop some resources up on the screen for you. Here are two websites that I keep sharing over and over again, simply because of the fact that I know that those of us that are in the field are overtaxed and overloaded with calls, with emails, with inquiries about therapy services. And yes, you may call a therapist and hear, I am full, I am booked, or I'm not accepting new clients. But that doesn't mean that you stop there. Go to the next therapist on the list. Do your research, do your due diligence, and find someone that can help you to navigate this life. We're all in this together, and I want you to be well. I want you to be healed. I don't want you to simply survive. I want you to thrive. I want you to go past coping with life and learn how to heal from the issues of this life. Okay. So here are the resources up on the screen. It's www.therapyforblackgirls.com and www.therapyforblackmen.org. You got that? www.therapyforblackgirls.com and www.therapyforblackmen.org, because I want us all to be well. Yes, it is services for men and for women, for children. If you go on the different websites, you will see that therapists treat everyone. But specifically for our Black men and our Black women that are out here, there are people that look like you that can provide you the services that you need. And again, I say do your due diligence, research the people that you want to talk to, look at their websites, do a deep dive, figure out who may be a best fit for you. But again, if you go for that one appointment and it's not a good fit, it is okay to say thank you so very much. I'm going to keep looking and find someone that works for me. Remember, the first session is the intake session. So yes, they may say a couple of good nuggets for you, but that is not consistent therapy. Keep going. Keep going. A lot of times you have to get in the habit of being open with your feelings before the therapist can even do their good work with you. A lot of times we go to therapy and we're very guarded, and we have to find a comfort level with sharing our feelings and our concerns and our business, and that's okay. We expect that. But it's not the therapist's fault necessarily if you don't feel like, oh, I'm here and I'm healed, because that's not how healing works, right? Number one, healing is a process. Healing takes time. Healing takes work. Healing does not happen overnight. So make sure you understand that, because again, we are going past coping to healing. Healing takes time and it is a process. So I want you to be well. I want you to do the work. I want you to make sure that you are being open and honest in therapy and you're helping us to help you. Okay. I want you to be the best you that you can be. And that involves, again, being proactive instead of reactive in your mental wellness. So, thank you for joining me again for today's Therapy Talk Tuesday. I am Chantel Biddix, licensed clinical professional counselor, and I am so excited that you are starting your journey to wellness. Take care, be well, and have an excellent day.